Hello YouTube, it is OldChevy4x4 coming to you on day 3 of the Middle Tennessee gas crisis. Guys, it is Sunday the 18th of September and I haven't slept in days, guys. I barely ate. I've been out here keeping an eye on my truck, my gas cans, and just keeping a weary eye on the horizon, guys. There's no end in sight. So far, no sign of trouble, but no sign of a fuel truck either.
System ready.
Whew, good. I've been checking about every hour to make sure nothing's coming out of my tank. More travelers, nomads if you will. Just trying to find fuel, just driving, trying to find a gas station selling fuel. Meanwhile, he's laughing at everybody because there's no diesel shortage. I think he was driving in four-wheel drive, low range, not even an overdrive, just because he could. Alright guys, all joking aside, let me give you the rundown on what's going on here in the mid-state. If your local news is probably not even showing this because it's just such a freaking ridiculous thing. So, evidently, sometime back last week, someplace in Alabama, there is a pipeline of some sort that carries or conveys some kind of liquid. I don't know if this pipeline carries gasoline or diesel fuel or crude oil. Hell, the thing could carry Velveeta liquid gold for all I know, but I do know one thing. It had a crack or a fracture and it began to leak. As such, the company had to shut down production so they could, repair it. Evidently, this one pipeline supplies every freaking gas station from Memphis to Nashville, and no, it doesn't matter what brand of gas it is. It all comes out of this one pipeline, evidently. And nobody can get gas. Not nobody, but there are roving gas shortages, and it's so stupid. It's panic-driven, guys. I blame two things. I blame our fear-mongering media, our local news stations, who, you would think would be trying to calm people down and tell them, hey, don't worry, it's just a little hiccup in production. The trucks are still coming. There's still fuel coming. Oh, no. We got to freak right out, reporting where the fuel is out, where the fuel prices have gone skyrocket high, Hell, we're in a state of emergency now, which, let me give you a rundown on that real quick. State of emergency only... Well, it protects consumers because it protects us from fuel stations gouging prices, like they can't charge $2 a gallon more than what it was before the state of emergency was declared. So that kind of helps, but it's not stopping them. There's still quite a few gas stations that are maybe not going up that high, but some local ones took off 30 cents overnight, and you can't tell me they took a fuel delivery. So where's that money going, right? The other thing that the state of emergency does is it allows the tanker drivers to work longer hours. So the suicide jockeys cruising down the highway no longer have the tighter limit on their hours. So if I was you and I was in this part of the country and I was on the highway and I seen a tanker truck, I'd probably give him a little room because he might be strung out on speeders and had been running for the last 20 hours. Who knows? Yeah, so, you got the fear-mongering media, you got social media, you got all these people. Animals are fight or flight animals, right? There's deer are flight animals, wolves are fight animals, right? People are panic animals. I don't know how to describe it. I'm seeing people posting all this crap, oh my God, it's the end of times, guys. You can't get gas. I went down to our local gas station. First of all, I top off the same time every week. I topped off after work, and then I stopped down. We did a little running around, so I wanted to top it back off and pick up some beer. Pull up, bags on the gas pumps. Mind you, I live in a very small town. We've got 2 whole stoplights and 1 4-way stop. And in this town we have 4 gas stations. So the one I usually go to, pull up, go to get gas, there's no gas. No big deal, I'll go in and get my beer. So I go walking in, and we're going to call him Mike. I'm sure that's not his real name, but that's what he goes by. He's like, no gas today, buddy. I said, well, okay, are you out of beer? He's like, oh, no, not out of beer. So, okay, cool, we're still friends, I go and get my beer, and I'm standing up there kind of shooting a bull with him, talking to him. And I said, so anybody else in town got gas? He says, well, there's 2 places up the road. One of them ran out yesterday. It'd be Friday. The other one runs out this morning with him. And the 4th one would have run out by the afternoon. He's like, 3, 4 o'clock, no gas. I look at my watch, about 2:30. Well, I'll take a ride up there and get my whole $10, right? There's a freaking line of cars to get gas at this place. There's people filling up gas cans. There's people just gone into full panic mode. They got water jugs out there they're putting gasoline in. Really? This is what we're gonna do? It's a hiccup in the production, fellas. It's not a end of time scenario. And you know what? If it was an end of time scenario, if the shit had really hitteth the fan, an extra 5 or 10 gallons of gasoline ain't gonna get you too far, because you won't be driving to work. There will be no grocery stores to drive to. And chances are, the Mad Max gangs are going to take it from you anyway so they can drive around on their motorcycles and, you know, hopped up cars and such. Again, a joke. It's all a joke, guys. It's a big freaking joke. People have driven, the whole panic thing drove this into something it shouldn't be for absolutely nothing. And you know who's profiting off of this? The oil company, or whatever the hell company it is that runs this pipeline, because naturally their prices have gone up. And all the gas stations that, even if they're only charging a few cents more a gallon, they got downtown now, we're on Sunday now, right? I stopped down this morning, paper and whatnot, and I was talking to him. He had 3,000 gallons of fuel delivered this morning. Regular. No mid, no high grade, just regular. 3,000 gallons of regular fuel delivered. He expected to be out by this afternoon. Why? Because people are freaking out. And then I see, as I'm watching cars go down the road, the people like me, who are dragging, you know, that guy's got a 20-foot pontoon. He's heading to the river. Good for you, buddy, because you're just living your life like you should be. You're not panicking and freaking out, so you got my props. To the rest of you and the rest of the country and the rest of the world where you can go to the gas station and buy gas, more power to you. That's it, guys. Just kind of a satirical video for you. I know something a little different. As always, I do appreciate y'all watching the videos, checking out the channel, leaving the comments and all that good stuff. Please do me a favor. Stay safe and stop back. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Life changed in ice.